Hello, guys. Welcome back to Reality Group Chat, your favorite place, your favorite podcast to get all of the tea on all of the reality that's happening right now. I'm one of your co-hosts, Cute T.
I'm your other co-host, Daniel Guzmano.
And I'm your other one, Jordan.
Am I the only one with the last name? What the hell is going on here? I'm just going to say
QT Bullock.
Yeah, lock it in. And
Jordan.
Jordan, so I'm just Daniel. Noted. Okay, Beyonce.
We all need some nicknames for this. All right, we are back to talk about another week of Big Brother, week 3, another week down. I feel like it's kind of going slow. I feel like we've had, it feels like we've had longer watching the show this summer than just 3 weeks.
I agree.
You know what it is? I think last year there was so much drama at like the first couple weeks with Angela and everything. Like everybody was like, and also the same people are getting put up on the block week after week after week after week after week. So I just feel like I'm watching
it's like
the same. It's Groundhog Day, and let's wake it up.
It was exciting at first, but I agree. It's starting to feel repetitive, which isn't necessarily an awful thing, but I think what it's going to do, though, is it's going to make mid-season more interesting when new people start getting on the block and it's new. Everyone's trying to have to evaluate where they truly stand. So there's a positive there.
Once there's a little crack in the dam and other bitches start getting pushed in, then everybody's going to be like, and it's going to go crazy.
I feel like that's the thing. We need the house to split because there's like a split wanting to happen, like starting to emerge, but no one's pushing it there, especially with Lauren as our HOH this week. It was just never going to happen. So I'm ready for the house to split. That way it's like the HOH is super exciting because depending on who wins is going to determine who goes up from the other side and if they lose a number. So I'm ready for all of that to happen and for people to stop making the same nominations week after week. It's just, it's boring at this point.
Well, Lauren over here priding herself on, I'm going to make big moves and I'm going to get people out. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And literally copied and pasted Jimmy's HOH, and you're not even aligned with Jimmy. That's the gap. Like you're
that's
on the
crazy
opposite
thing.
side. So what are we doing?
It's so true because if I'm Lauren, in my head, I'm like, how am I making the same nominations as someone who I'm not aligned with? Like something's wrong. Either they're wrong or I'm wrong, but it feels like I'm wrong. Like you have to know that something's off.
I thought she was going to put up like a Rachel or like something like Jimmy
thought Ashley,
or Rachel, and Ashley, literally anybody else. And you have Keanu being like, I'm not going after you. I do like you. Let's work together. And she's like, no. For me, you're just pushing Jimmy's blood onto your hands as well. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, let Keanu hate Jimmy. Let Kelly hate Jimmy. Let Adrian hate Jimmy, and I'm gonna do something completely different so I can boot and scoot and move on. But I don't know how we got here.
Who are you guys liking this week? Is there anyone that's emerged as a new fave or anyone that you're like not feeling good about anymore?
Mickey grew on me a lot more, but then we got to today's Thursday episode and she lost me a little bit there, which we'll talk about that later. But this week for a minute, I was like, oh my God, Mickey is doing so good. And then she dropped a little bit.
Her analysis on Morgan was phenomenal. I was like, yes, you're seeing it. It's happening. And then she told Adrian, and I'm like, Diva, why are you telling the other side? Baby,
why are you telling Adrian? You're also not aligned with Adrian.
And not even that, you have the power to fuck up somebody else's HOH. You, at that point, I'd be like, smile and wave until it's over. Mm-hmm. And literally be like, hi, Diva, I love you, baby bestie. You're my girl forever and ever.
Especially because she's the only one that knows for sure. Like, the only one that Mickey has told she has the HOH power.
Yeah, wake up, Jordan. We're all here. Wake up.
That's why it's scary for our girl, Mickey. I feel like that power now is null and void. Like, you can't use it. So many people in the house know that she has that power.
Do they really?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. And only Morgan knows for sure, but everyone else, like, people are just saying, like, if I'd had to guess, it's Mickey. I think it's Mickey. Kelly said that. Zach said that. Like, everyone that she would use the power against, I think would guess that it's her, which with the way the power is set up, with the HOH having to put in a vote of who they think it is, I think most people will guess her. And if not, if if it's someone that's an HOH that really doesn't know, I think like a Zach or a Kelly would tell them who it is or who they think it is.
100%. And she's not even, and she's not on Zach and Kelly's side. So it's not even like they would try to cover for her. It would be something completely different. And that's why I'm like, Yeah. And jury's a while away, no? Because jury's when it's final 11 now, and now we're at what?
Oh, is it 11? I was gonna say they like keep changing it. I feel like back and forth, but that makes sense. So 7 people have to go, right?
Oh wait, or is jury final 9 now? Because is it 7 votes to win? Is it 4 and 3? Like you need to have 4 votes to win.
And I don't know. I get confused because then they switched it back like last season or the season before to like the OG number. So I don't know. I don't think they've actually said what jury is this season yet.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna wake it up for y'all to figure out the numbers. But that's why I'm saying she has a long time before she has to use it. But she was playing such a good game until that Adrian thing, and I'm like, Mama, you can't be making messy moves like that. Let's talk about Ava Perone Pearl. I don't know why I call her Perone. Everybody, it just has.
I love it,
and I just like it sounds so like Italian mob to me instead of Ava Pearl. So like, don't clock me. I just love calling her Ava Perone. Whatever. I love that diva. I'm rooting for her. We are all rooting for you. I'm rooting for you for the end. How she speaks to the people. She is such a fire pick. I love her. She's phenomenal. And she's winning America's favorite. It's over.
She's starting to get savvy with the game too. So that would be a crazy win. That would be a crazy win. Ava Pearl.
Yeah, she's doing really good. I love
Ava Perone. I love her. Ava Pearl Perone. Ava Pearl Perone.
Is it Ava Pearl Perone? Ava Perone Pearl? We don't know.
Still love her,
but we love her. I saw a video of Ava when she was back in New York, and it's like one of those people doing the sidewalk street interviews or whatever, and she comes up and she's like, I gotta go. That was so good.
Wait, QT, who do you like? Who do you not like? What is your vibe?
Same thing with Mickey. I'm not like totally down on her. I still have faith that she can do well, but yeah, I feel like this is a really big misstep with her with the whole Morgan thing and just being like a little too loose-lipped with it, because I just don't understand why you would tell Adrian out of all people. Like there's so many people you could tell, why him? So yeah, that was weird. Who am I liking? Will, I'm sorry. I've got to get off of the Will train at some point, and I think this might be the time because he just is not doing it. He's giving me Sweet Kenny K from last year, and I was hoping that he was going to be the exact opposite of that, but it doesn't seem like that's in our future. I would love to see him win some power and maybe do something, but I feel like a broken record because I've said that every single week of this podcast. Like I need him to be in power so he can do something. So yeah, it's kind of a flop for me. I will say, last thing I will say, I'm on the Ashley train. Sounds crazy, I know. People can't stand her on Twitter. I think she's so funny. I think if you look at her conversations and laugh at it, I think you'll enjoy her a little bit more. Like you can't take her seriously. Yeah,
I agree. I think that was the thing, was that like preseason, like we had this like certain expectation, and then whenever she broke that, it took a second to get used to. But she is entertaining. Like she's fun. Like she's so fun.
She's a good time. I mean, her calling out Keanu at the beginning, like she is. Is it giving winner? I don't think so. I think once you have, like a target on your back from like day one, you're almost put up day one. It's just hard for you to get rid of it, given we saw Taylor Hale do it. But I just feel like the fact that even Ashley was almost put up just because of like she was first nominated week 1, I think that's a hard thing to get past. And I think that's what we're seeing with Adrian. It's what we're going to see with Kelly. It's what we're going to see with Will and all these people. So but I like her. I do think she's iconic. I like her much more than I thought I would after week 1. Agreed. I am on the Ashley. I like her train. I'm there with you.
Agreed. Shoot. I'm glad we're all aboard. All right, let's get into it. We're going to break down the week, all the 3 episodes that we saw. Stop me if I say anything that you guys want to talk about, or if there's anything you want to add. But starting with our Sunday episode, the HOH episode, as we suspected, we talked about this last week with Quinn. People were confused about Rachel and Ashley not voting for Amy because even Lauren says something in the diary room about like, I thought that Rachel would 100% vote for Amy to stay. So they were surprised by that. And it's what we said last week. Like, I think if you have an ally that you're so close with publicly, at that point, just vote for them, even if you're not with the house, because it's going to make it look like you're a more loyal player.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
Agree.
yeah.
Agree.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand that move. No one would have been pissed off at Rachel. No one would have been angry. No one would have been. Who was? Oh, Will. Will wouldn't have taken it personally. Will wouldn't be like, "F you." They knew they were girls. Baby, just move on. Cut a rug.
Yeah.
Will is obviously feeling good after getting no votes. Keanu has a little celebration with Adrian. But Adrian seems to not like Keanu because Adrian is closer to Will, and so he's mad that Keanu like lied on Will about the vote or whatever.
Yeah.
Weird stuff. It seems like no one really is like fully aligned with Keanu. And then one of my favorite parts of the episode, Rachel made a final two with Ava, and Ava freaks out. She is so excited about this. That was such a fun moment. And then Jimmy comes into the room, and Ava, you can tell, is like thrown off guard, and she's like, but then she can't say why she's so excited.
Rachel has some bad reads. I need to point this out. I do. I'm such a Rachel stan, and I need to point this out. Rachel thinking she could eat Ava Perón in the end, I think is misguided. It's giving drag name misguided. It is. I think that is a crazy. I just think it's crazy because Ava is so personable, and now she's starting to like make moves and do stuff. I would be terrified to bring Ava to the end because she's so lovable just in week 3. Like, Diva, her name will not be in people's mouths, mark my words, until probably jury. I mean, jury is far. I found out jury's 9. Jury is when they get down to. There's 9 people in the. Or 9, final 9, and then whatever, it gets down 7 jury members, whatever. Yeah. But Ava's in such a good spot. I think that was a crazy read by Rachel Riley of being like, I think I could beat her in the end.
Yeah, I think what she was thinking by that is that she's reading Ava as someone that's not going to be like very like game savvy and strategic. So I think once she starts picking up on that, that could change things for sure.
That's fair. Yeah. She's just on a wet blanket. You know what I mean? Like Portia, who she brought in season, whatever, 13, 14, she was a wet blanket. Amy would have been a wet blanket of like, Diva, you ain't going to do shit. And not as likable. But Ava is so personable, even without her game knowledge, I'd be terrified to bring her to the end because she's so likable. She's poor. She needs the money. Like,
Yeah, I feel like Ava is one of those players like you don't see it coming. So from Rachel's perspective, she's probably like, oh, Ava's just like this fun, loving person, but not like game savvy, so I can just pull her along, but not realizing that like Ava's actually clocking some tea and like knows what she's doing. So it's good for Ava, but maybe not great for Rachel.
I would have never won HOH if I was Lauren, because Lauren has been right here. I would have not. I just wanted to wake that up.
She was even saying that last week. Like I think in Thursday's episode or something like that. She was talking about how she feels like she's in the middle and she's like the middle vote and like can do what she wants, and then she wins power, and it's like what?
But you do, again, you did nothing with the power. You did everything Jimmy did. So why win? If you're going to do the other side's bidding, why win? I would be like, Diva, I want to look dumb and say, la la la, I do bridal dress shopping. I love it here. It's so fun. And move on. But like, Diva, that was a whole lot of nothing. Kind of like what Jimmy did, a whole lot of nothing. And now you have a target on your back for looking like you almost won. You won the HOH, almost won the beat. I can't. This Diva pisses me off.
Yeah. So speaking of the HOH, the twins are back. Julia and I forgot the other twins' name, honestly. Liz and Julia? Yeah. So they are back from BB 17? Thank you so much. All right. And I feel like I'm back at our quiz from last week's episode. I'm like stressed out. So they're back to kind of host the HOH competition. The HOH comp is one of those like booth things where you have to say true or false after you hear them say a bunch of mishmash, absolutely nothing. The way the twins were talking, oh my gosh, I wanted to jump off the bridge. Like they were so monotoned. It was so like you could tell they kept tripping over their words. If I was watching and in the competition, I would get messed up by that because I'd be like just thinking about the fact that they don't know the script. That was awkward. But Lauren wins HOH. Mickey came very, very close. There was one question where basically everyone was out except for Mickey and Lauren. It was down to them two for the second round of the comp. And Mickey almost had it, but then Lauren ends up pulling out the win. And like we said, maybe she shouldn't have won it. She probably should have thrown it to Mickey. I would have been interested to see what Mickey would have done with it. But nevertheless, that was that. Everyone says in there.
I think.
No, oh, you think so?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
she
that's the
definitely would have
first
done
one up.
Keanu, Kelly, but probably not Will. I don't know who she would
Maybe,
do
yeah, I
in
know,
that
and like
place. Maybe
Adrian.
a Catherine, or yeah, maybe an Adrian right away.
Yeah.
Um, Everyone in their diary room is saying that no one knows what Lauren is going to do. Rachel Riley has a funny line where she's like, Lauren, who's that?
Yeah.
Because she's just been like MIA.
Truly.
And then Mickey is very nervous. She's scared that Kat is going to convince Lauren to nominate her, which I didn't realize how nervous Mickey was
Oh
leading up
yeah,
to the
it was giving a
nominations.
little paranoid.
It was giving BB
Yeah.
paranoia, as we see before. I'm like, Mickey, Diva, I don't even know if she knows you're in the house. Like, I really think you're fine. Like, I just
Yeah.
don't even, I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was dumb. I was like, girl,
Yeah.
please.
And she ends up being okay. Jimmy made Mickey feel better about it. I will say, on from watching feeds and these conversations that happen between Jimmy and Mickey and even Morgan, I don't think the episode portrayed this as much, but it seemed more like Jimmy was trying to take credit for the fact that Mickey wasn't going up. So like when he would talk to her, it was more like, don't worry, I made sure that she's not going to put you up,
Oh.
when it was like, you didn't really do anything. Like Mickey's conversations with Lauren made Lauren feel good about her. So Jimmy's trying to take credit. Mickey like doesn't love that. So I thought that was interesting. They leave that kind of part out of it. Um, my girl Kelly volunteers herself again for the block. And at this point, it's like, I don't care if you've watched 0 episodes of the show. At some point, you realize you should not nominate yourself, essentially. Like, this is so stupid.
I
Yeah.
just, for me, it just gets to the point where if you're playing any game and you are one of these select few people who are up to get eliminated, you might not want to be there. You might not want to be living in that fantasy at all.
Yeah.
And Kelly's living in it every single week. And I'm a Kelly, Diva, I know you guys, we keep forgetting she doesn't have television. She lives in Amish country. She doesn't know any better. And even I feel like the Amish I actually saw Amish people. I was in Maryland for a baby shower and I saw some Amish people.
Oh my god.
I'm dead.
No, like deadass. They were like driving a horse and buggy and stuff like that. It did remind me of her, and I was like, I need to go check on how she's doing on the feeds, whatever. But she doesn't know any better. But even then, I think the Amish should know. I think the Amish should know. I don't think you should want to be like, I want to be up on the block. I should do anything but it. If this bitch nominates herself up on the block for a 4th week in a row, I'm going in the CBS house and dragging her out by the fucking roots because I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
And it's also like she has a moment every week when she's on the block where she's now upset and she's worried about going home. But then
Right.
here we are, week 3, and then it happened again where she was like, no, I'm gonna go home again. And it's like, what is happening?
Yeah, like you put yourself here. And also, I think what's bad about it too for her game is that because I think even if she did not say that she would go up on the block and volunteer herself every week, she was still going to go on the block. But now she doesn't have a clear understanding that like Jimmy would have actually put you up, Vince would have actually put you up, Lauren would have actually put you up. So now it just looks like you can't be mad at them for putting you up, even though they would have put you up if you didn't volunteer. So don't volunteer. And then if you end up being up, now you can retaliate and now you have targets. Right now, even though she's been up every week, she technically doesn't have any targets because she told them all to put her there.
Yeah.
But also, and she also just looks like a comp B. She's building her resume too much up. In literally 3 weeks, Diva, you've won every fucking comp. You have
Well,
pulled
she's trying to be
yourself-
Tucker.
No, she is. You've literally pulled yourself off every week. You're psycho. Vinny needs to sedate her. Bring some chloroform in the bitch and drug her, whatever it is. Make her, lock her in the closet. Throw away the key. Do not let her speak to anybody. Give her 24-hour confinement. I can't do it with Kelly anymore. Damn. Oh my god.
Okay, so after Kelly volunteers herself, the noms end up being Kelly, Keanu, and Will. Same thing as last week. Just a complete snooze fest. Like, Ashley was in contention to go up. Mickey really fought hard for Ashley not to go up. The thing is, too, with this week is that Lauren kept asking her allies. She kept asking Vinny and Zach to tell her who to put up. She was like, I wish someone would just tell me. And they both were kind of like, maybe, like, I would do this, but you have to do whatever is right for you. It's like, this is an ally that's asking you to make the decision. Like, this should be gold for you. Like, you should be looking at this like, this is a perfect opportunity for me to get a target of mine out on someone else's HOH. But no one was doing that, and it was frustrating me so much. Mickey and Morgan were more so, and even Ava were more so telling Lauren what to do when her own allies weren't. Like, but guys, clock in.
I don't like a wishy-washy bitch. I don't. Lauren wants to come here. I'm going to make big moves. I'm going to do what's right for my game. I'm going to do this, this, this. And then she be whining and crying to other divas, asking who to put up. Diva, stand on those 10 fucking pedicured toes right now. ASAP. Don't piss me off. You want to be acting all types of way. And for what, though? Like, that. Say it with your chest. You want to make big moves? I'm embarrassed. I'm honestly embarrassed. Why did you win this HOH? Everybody else probably would have made that move.
Yeah, she's not looking like a super fan that I expected her to be in the beginning. And like, a lot of people are saying, like, chalking it up to her being so young, but I feel like we've had young players do better, like Haley Brocher in 20 or Hannah Chada in 23. Right. Yeah, like, we have good young players. I think it just takes a certain type of person, and I don't think it necessarily has to do with your age. Maybe your age can help you if you have more world experience, but she just, like, can't stand up for herself, you know? Like, she can't even tell someone that, like, oh, I don't feel like having a conversation right now. Like, she's a people pleaser. So yeah.
And honestly,
it's hard to watch.
Go for it, Jordy.
Well, I was just gonna even add that I don't remember if it was in a DR or she was talking to someone, but she even said at some point that, like, putting Keanu up next to someone like Jimmy, Ashley, or Rachel could cause, like, a big splash. Like, it was something that was going through her head, but then cold feet, scared.
And I'm gonna give a little hot take. I don't even this is the problem. I don't even hate Lauren. Like, if I was Lauren, I don't know if I would have made a big splashy move like that, because you don't want to be too big and splashy at the beginning. You'll have a target on your back for the rest of the game. It'll be a big resume thing. I don't blame her for having that mindset as a super fan, but I would sit there and say, I'm just not going to win this HOH because I don't want to do something like that, because I don't think it is smart for someone regular to come in and try to make something big and splashy, like, out of the blue, if it's not provoked. Keanu would put up Rachel and people would understand that, right? People would put up Jimmy, who had been hurt by Jimmy. That makes sense. Lauren, you're in the middle. I don't think it's a bad idea. You just should have never won HOH in the first place if you're going to do this move. I would have just thrown it, called it a day, simmered in the back until it was my time to really shake shit up once jury hits. So the move for her to save her ass, I don't think is terrible. Like, I don't think Lauren's going to leave this week with a huge target on her back. It's just giving, why did you win in the first place, and do unnecessary shit that other people were going to do.
Yeah, she didn't put herself into any better of a position than she was in before, but also, like you said, not necessarily in a worse position. So I guess she comes out.
It was null and void. It was just like, Diva, you're probably doing a little bit more harm than good. Like, you got out Adrian. Yeah, okay. Like, you put up the same nominees Jimmy did. Okay. Like, you're not going to go to the end and bring that up in your final speech. That's going to get you to win. No, so it's wasteful. If it's not going to help you out, it's wasteful.
Yeah. And Adrian was also just one of those people that could have been pulled, like, into a certain direction. Like, he could have been a number quite easily for you if you pulled him in.
Especially after getting put up from somebody from the other side. You already know there's a split house. It is us versus them, whether we want to specifically say it or not. So I would be like, I'm not going to do the same things as what they've done. I'm going to pull all the targets that have been used. I'm going to pull them on my side and attack everybody else. That's what you should do, because then you would be able to bring in an Adrian. You'd be able to bring in a Kelly. You'll be able to bring these people in, and then the Keanus, bring him into your side and fight everybody else out.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the fallout that would have came from putting up big targets probably wouldn't even directly... So much stuff would have happened in the house, all the fighting, that it wouldn't even necessarily have came back to her. I think other stuff that would have unfolded to make other people much larger targets.
I need to say this as well. This is my last thing, but because I will ream Lauren to high heavens right now. Why are you not bringing people on your side who can win comps? Lauren, this whole time, I'm afraid to put up Ashley. I'm afraid to piss off the other side. I'm afraid to piss off the other side. Bitch, who's the other side and who's winning from the other side? Who's winning? Who's winning HOH? Who's winning vetoes? Who's doing it? Only fucking Jimmy is up in the gig doing it. And that's because he found a key and put it in a hole. Nobody's winning. So why not bring Adrian, who almost won the first HOH? Why not bring in Keanu, who is also like big and gonna win shit? What's Ashley gonna do?
Kelly,
she wanted Veto because she smelled shit. Don't piss me off. So, bitch, build up the Avengers and say, you want to take us down, bitch? Win an HOH, win a Veto, win a Blockbuster. Do it, huh? But you fucking can't, huh?
And you know what's
Clip
even more funny
that.
about this? Yeah, what's even more funny about this rant is, and you guys won't even see it, but Daniel keeps freezing mid rant.
Fuck you, Jordan.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, a mess. Okay, well, before we have any more crash outs, let's move on to the next episode, our Wednesday episode, the Veto. So starts off the episode with the end of Noms. Everyone's comforting Lauren because she's like literally crying about the fact that she had to put up Will. She really didn't want to do it, so why did you? And he is clearly upset. Will like clearly just feels not good about this. I thought this was a great episode for Will. He was so funny. He was clocking their teeth. Like, he hates everyone in that house.
Should have just sent my ass home last night. I was like, you know what? You bring that up.
Oh my gosh. And then at the end of this episode, he goes, get your popcorn, America. Things are about to get crazy. Okay, Will. Well, let's see it then.
Why did they?
His diary rooms are so good, but it's like, where's that energy when you're just in the house talking to people? Oh gosh.
Where's the energy in the comps? Nowhere. It's just Will taking his time and he's doing his thing and he's
we're gonna get to the BB Blockbuster. I'm still not over that. Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed for ever standing this man. Up next, we have Ava having a conversation about the guys in the house and how she feels about each one of them. She basically is not attracted to any of them. She feels like Zach is a little too pretty. Riley talks too much. Adrian doesn't talk enough. There's just like too much. But she does say that the one person she finds really attractive in the house is Rachel Riley. And period.
Dare I say something controversial? An Ava Perone and Rachel Riley final two, I think would cure cancer among the world. I have to be completely honest. Like, I think the world will go into a healing that we've never seen before, and I think people's skin will be cleared. I think people will be skinny without Ozempic. I claim it. It's what I need. I need it to be 3-3 Ava Perone, Rachel Riley. Like, final vote is some janky ass shit. Like, I'm manifesting right now. Click it in October. Remember this moment.
I would love it.
Thank you.
I would love that. Also, in this conversation, Ava says something about like she's a mommy, and I was like, oh my gosh, mamacita. Like, do they even know the viral meme? I don't know if they were in the house when that was happening. Maybe not. I feel like they might know it.
No,
or maybe they were in sequester.
Yep.
That's true. But that would have been an ideal time to plug a little mamacita. We have another Rachel and Jimmy outfit fight, or just like bicker in general. It's a like playful fight, but I thought it was really funny. Jimmy coming for her outfits. Rachel clearly loves her fashion. Also in the BB like unlocked thing, I didn't watch it, but I heard that there's some kind of vote for the fans have to vote for their least favorite fashion person, like the person that has the worst fashion, and that person during the next BB Unlocked is going to get gooed. It's giving very much Nickelodeon slime at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. So people have to vote for the person who has the worst fashion taste, and I feel like this clip could push people into the direction of possibly going for a Rachel Riley.
Yeah.
And I told this to Jordan before we started filming, and I stand by it. I think Rachel came into the season and said, I'm gonna find the one gay person and be so amazing to them so I don't look homophobic. And I don't think she is at all. I think I met her. I've met Rachel Riley, phenomenal human being. I love her. I would die for her, honestly. But I think she was like, I can't go for 2 gay people in 2 seasons. I can't have a Reagan 2.0. But I think the relationship is so cute. Like, I think she gets it. Like, she understands what's going on here, and I think it's so adorable, and I love how they bicker. I love it.
Yeah, well, I stand by what I said last episode or the episode before. There is going to become a Jimmy and Rachel falling out, and it is going to be crazy. Like, I hope it happens. I hope we get to see it.
I can definitely see it because in the first episode we have Jimmy saying like we need to get Rachel out immediately. So I feel like at some point we'll get back to that once the numbers dwindle down.
I think this was an okay week for Jimmy. I know we were talking earlier about like who are we a little bit surprised of. I think he simmered down. I think because he simmered a little bit. I mean, what he kind of did to Mickey at the beginning was a little, but I think he low key was like, I need to really like
fade,
bring it all the way down, and I think that was a smart move from him. I think if he continues that trajectory and just continues to breathe and let everything else unfold, I think he could be in an, I don't think he's going to make it far into the end, but he's helping himself further his game along by just chilling out a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. And then we have Adrian just being a little bit too honest. Keanu asks him if he can pick him to play for him for Veto and if he would use it on him. And Adrian says no. It's like, babes, first of all, the chances that Keanu gets house guest choice and picks you, very slim. Second, the chances that he gets house guest choice, picks you, you play in Veto, win the Veto, also very slim. Like, there's so many chances that this won't happen. Just say yes you will, and then cross that bridge when you get there, or throw the veto like Vince does. That was fun too. I thought seeing like the juxtaposition of having Adrian being super honest to a fault, and then Vince literally telling everyone anything that they wanted to hear,
which is gonna be bad, but at least he's self-aware about it. Like I think he said he knows it's gonna catch up to him, and it definitely is going to.
But
he's just over promising too much.
But I don't even think it's a bad move to overpromise Veto shit. Like what? You know what I'm saying? Like that's not going to get back to you. It's done. If you're overpromising final 2s and final 3s and final 4s and whatever, it's a bad thing. Adrian, it's like you say you are like honesty gets you shit in this game. I don't know why people are like I've been so honest with my people, Diva, and what about it? I don't give a fuck. Next.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Adrian, you're a super fan of the show. If I'm not on the block and someone's like, if you win, will you take me off? I'd be like, yeah, let me fight so I can get safety so I don't get put up. And Adrian, look what happened, Diva. Look, you lost and you didn't get put up. Or you didn't get taken for not the light, bitch. Don't do this to me. But that's Adrian's ghost. That's Adrian's ghost being like, say it to my face when you put me on the pod. I just don't know why Adrian didn't do it. I don't get why he didn't. Why? What was his motive? What was going on there? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't understand. Then we have a funny segment of them talking about Clark Kent, and Ashley doesn't know who Clark Kent is. And I think this is like a fun thing that happens with these shows where you don't have any access to the outside world, because I'm someone who always wants to look things up. So if there was someone that everyone's talking about that I didn't know, it would bother me so much that I couldn't like put a face to the name. And this happened when we were filming The Circle, Jordan, when Caress got sent home. My producer was like, okay, he like finally told me that Paul Russell is the guy that sings Little Boo Thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, now I need to like look him up to relate this all, to like make it make sense. And so it was annoying to not have that. But yeah, I just thought that was a funny little moment where we have Ashley not knowing who Clark Kent was. I think she's, again, a hilarious character.
But also, Loki's so smart because she's a lawyer. But now, like, given, I don't know if anybody was thinking she was a lawyer before, but that right there is so, like, I just think funny because I don't think anybody would be like, she's a doctor, she's a lawyer. Like, she doesn't know Clark Kent. So people just kind of think she's a little spacey. So, like, I know it was unintentional, but I think that was smart to play down her smarts. So,
that's what Will was saying. Will was talking about how she's so smart, but then there's some things that she's just, like, so aloof on.
Yeah. Then we have our segment about, of course, our Showmance segment about our little Zach love triangle. That's like even more complex than a triangle. So we have Zach. Okay, first let's start with Morgan. Morgan likes Zach. Zach likes Lauren. Lauren, I think, likes Zach, but like won't 100% give him the time of the day. And let me just give you guys a little breaking news that we have from last night on feeds. Ashley has been added to this love square, I guess, now, because Ashley also has a crush on Zach and thinks that Zach has a crush on her. What is going on? Why is Zach the biggest like magnet for all of these girls? But all he can think about is Lauren, honestly.
I was just dying where Vinny was like, Video was like, Morgan likes Zach, Zach like Lauren wants to play Big Brother. And I was like, why? But I'm like, he ate it up. I fear he really ate everything there. Divas, number one, you should not be doing this in a game. I mean, showmances have helped before. Honestly, I think it hurts more than it helps. But it's honestly, we've seen a lot of successful people in showmances make it to the end. Diva, why do you want to get in an open relationship? You know, as someone in the gay community, I mean, Jordan has a husband. QT is a straight woman, but she's vibing. She's on Perfect Match. Tune in August 1st on Netflix, season 3. But open relationships are a very big thing in the gay community. Diva, you don't want to touch that shit with a 10-foot pole. So I would just be like, we're not doing this. If you're already accounted for 2 other women, I'm just gonna subtly back the hell up.
Okay, I'm following. I was like, wait, why are we talking about open relationships?
No, I don't worry. I got there. I made it all full circle.
Yeah,
don't
we
worry.
all connected.
We all got it in there in the end. In conclusion, if it's already accounted for, baby, don't even try. Move on with your life and try to win $750,000.
Exactly.
Oh, can I also add this real quick? Lauren's DRs remind me. At first, I was not happy with them. I was like, this is so bland. But I just put my best friend, shout out Stephanie, on Big Brother, and she's rewatching like all the old seasons, and she's watching season 6. And her tone is very that much of Kaser, but it's not the same.
Don't disrespect Kaser like that.
Yeah, there's something that I'm not going to drag her too hard, but there is just something that's not doing it for me.
Let me tell you what it is.
Oh,
she's not talking in a Kaser cadence. They're editing her words together because, Jordan, I swear, live feeds have been so hard to watch this week. She talks very slow. She's very intentional about what she says, which I appreciate. I think that's great. You should be. Some people are a little too loose-lipped in the house, but almost too intentional to where it's like, okay, let's say she's telling Zach that she's going to put Will up. She's going to say, I'm thinking about possibly putting, because everyone has been talking about it, I'm thinking of putting up Will. It's like she says 2 words at a time. Oh my gosh. So in the episodes, I'm seeing that the producers are having to edit together, like take out the pauses. So it's just sounding like slow and choppy because they're taking out every pause that she says.
But why and I don't, this is, why would you cast somebody like her then? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're sitting there in the interviews and that is how she, but honestly, I'll give this to her. Maybe in her interview, she was speaking the way we speak to each other. She doesn't have to worry about her words because she's like, this is casting. I'm not playing a game with these people. So maybe that's what it is. But if she was like that in casting, I literally would be like, I need you to, I have to, can I put you on 2.0 speed? I can't, I can't, please. I can't.
Yeah, seriously.
But it seems ingenuine. And she said that when she was talking to Keanu, and she was like, I'm just looking at the screen. I don't want to look at Keanu. Like, I don't want to whatever. Diva, how you speak, you're not giving authenticity. You're not giving trustworthy in a sense. Like, you're not giving me emotion of what you're feeling. I can't connect with that. So that doesn't make me feel like we're closely aligned. And I think that by playing it too safe in how you're speaking, I think can hurt her.
Yeah, because it makes you not feel like connected to her. Actually, it makes it feel a little bit more calculated. I feel like, even though she's so sweet and like comes off so nice, you still feel like you're not getting the real from her if she's talking like that.
And you, with Ava Perón, it's a complete different thing. Like when she was, I guys, I know it's Ava Perón. I just love Perón. I know, but when she speaks, I remember she went up to the room with her and she was like, let's throw game aside. Like, how are you doing? Like, what's going on? And like, that was such a good moment. I was like, Ava Perón, please, I love you. You're so good. She's so personable. I'm obsessed with her. Sorry, continue.
Yes. No, I agree. We have Vince playing a good game. We see a little montage of him making promises to everyone, but again, I respect it. I think it's good. Yeah, I think it reminds me a little bit of Tyler Crispin from 20, where like just making final twos and promises to everyone, and like no one. It's not often that you have to show your cards to everyone that you're making promises to. So I think like Daniel said, with Veto, it's kind of harmless, especially we'll see later that Vince throws the veto, so he doesn't even have to like show his cards that he would have actually saved this person or not saved this person, whatever. So I think right now he's playing pretty good. I think it can get caught up to him, but I like how he's playing after having such a bad HOH the first week. I think he's coming back into like a good position.
I don't think doing the promises is too much. I think what is going to make or break him is later on in the game, if he keeps this up, how well he does jury management. Because that's what Tyler's downfall was.
Yeah.
So,
but
very true. Long term,
I was also sitting watching the episode, and I'm like, who is going to be smart enough to catch him? And I think that's like what I'm trying to piece together, is because he's not really on anybody's radar. Again, I'm not watching feed, so I don't know. But like, I think Jimmy might get on to him a little bit. I think Rachel has the brain capacity. Even Mickey, I think she's smart enough to get there. But like, he's aligning himself with Lauren, and Lauren has a little bit of pull in the house with a little bit of people. We see with the vote that him and Zach voted the same way, so I almost feel like maybe he has some pull with Zach. And I want to say this, Zach I think is doing a really smart game right now. I don't think I gave Zach that much credit at the beginning. I do think he is smarter than I thought he was, and I think he's really thinking about things and, is this too fast to make a move? What should we be doing here? And I applaud that. But yeah, it's who is going to catch Vinny? That is the question. If he gets caught, if he doesn't, he will make it to the end very easily, 100%.
Yeah, I think the problem that I'm having with Vinny and Zach, even though I agree, I'm liking both of their games, is that they're not taking enough initiative to get out the people that are against them. Because even though they're doing so good in aligning themselves with people that are really on their side and that they can kind of control, because you have that power to control people like a Lauren on her HOH, then you need to make sure that you're getting out a Rachel or an Ashley, a Mickey, like people that are actually against you, because having that power with your allies means nothing if you don't actually use it, and then you end up in a jury house with everyone else that may not vote for you. So yeah, that's the only thing.
And we've seen 3 HOHs. Not one of the people I think actually wanted them to go home. Like, I don't think Vinny wanted to see Zay go home. I don't think Jimmy wanted to see Amy go home. I don't think Lauren wanted to see Adrian go home. Bitch, how are we on the 3rd HOH and not one of y'all have wanted those bitches to go home?
Yes, your target hasn't gone. I know. That's so true.
Or not one. You can have multiple. Who said you can have one target? Not one. Literally not one. You have literally not wanted the person to go home. I'm I can't.
I'm sick. So our players for the veto comp are Vince, Ashley, who's picked by Will, Kelly, and Keanu, and Lauren, HOH. And it's a competition based on the new Bad Guys 2 movie, which Rachel Riley, let me tell you, was so excited about this competition. Oh my goodness. You would have thought that freaking Leonardo DiCaprio walked into that house when it was the wolf from the movie. Like, someone dressed up as the wolf, by the way. Like, what is going on? That was hilarious to me.
It was good. The movie's good. I watched it with my parents a few months ago, and it was good. The first one, I loved it. Honestly, I was excited. Low key, high key. I said, Mr. Wolf, get into the game.
Mr. Wolf. I love it. It was a great promo for it, and like you can tell Rachel genuinely loved it. So that's what the veto competition was based after. They had the lasers that they had to go through and try to get to the end. Then there's a big thing that they have to open up and pull this humongous prop out that they have to get back over. And so Keanu wins the competition, and it's like, obviously, because at first the competition is a little bit equal fair. Then you have this big thing that, of course, the strongest guy is going to be able to maneuver the best. Right. Yeah. So that part was annoying, but Keanu finally won his first competition, even though it's like, is it technically his second veto or
no? My favorite in the DR, he was like, I won the veto last week and I took myself off, and I was like, bitch, that was Casey. And then the next episode he was like, I don't have Casey to win the veto for me this week. And I think producers were like, yeah, let's give some credit to Miss Girl Casey, because that wasn't you, Diva. That wasn't you at all.
Okay. Then we have a funny moment after the veto competition where Ava sits on the hammock and the popcorn bowl drops out of Mickey's hand and completely breaks. So Ava, first of all, and also so relatable. Like, how awkward is that? But I feel like that's something that would totally happen to me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was
Especially coming into like mid conversation where it's like a serious talk, and then she's just like, "Hey, can I join?" Boom.
Guys, it's her big Long Island ass that she brought up to us episode 100%. She brought it up. She said, I got this. It's something with her B, like I think her last name's B something, whatever. And it was that ass, and it flipped it over, and as it should, because Ava Perón got a big booty, and I love her.
We love it. Vince pushes for Ashley to be the nomination that goes up. Everyone's super nervous because Keanu is coming down, and he was obviously the whole house's target. And then Keanu gets to watch Bad Guys 2. He has to pick people. He picks Rachel, Jimmy, and Ava, and he says some like big words to describe them and also to like say why. Oh yes, let us know.
Jimmy reignite, Ava revive, and Rachel reestablish. Or was it something messed up? No, reestablish Jimmy, reignite Ava, revive Rachel. That's what it was.
Period. Basically the same thing for all of them.
Good move, Deeves. Like, honestly, I don't know if the movie's gonna really fix anything.
Yeah.
I also loved how Rachel dresses up, probably, honestly, in the best fit she's had almost all season, honestly. But, like, we don't know who got picked yet. And so you just see, like, everybody wearing, like, pajamas. And you see Rachel Riley in this, like, $1,000 Gucci gown. And then she's like, Rachel! And she's like, ah! And I'm like,
Rachel Riley is an A-list celebrity now. She's used to going to premieres, red carpets, walking the red carpet,
in Alabama.
Image.
In Alabama.
Well, and then also they did it in the HOH room. Did they normally used to like go somewhere else and do it in the backyard or something? It's always been in the HOH room?
No, always the HOH room. But I think it's time we update that. Like, yeah, let's have it in the backyard and like have one of those big screens up or something. It's so awkward. That little like 2x2 TV in the HOH room.
And they all look so
far
uncomfortable
away.
like in the bed.
And Ava was on the front of the bed. Like, Ava was sitting in the front, and I'm like, bitch, why are you sitting there?
And the lights are still on because they have to like film it, so they can't make it dark like you would normally do for a movie night. It's just like all a mess. I can't. I would not.
I think it was a good move for Keanu. I do. I think it was a good move for him. I don't know if it's gonna. You need to do something with it. Like talk there. Maybe have a final four. Maybe I'll sit here and say, "Hey, I really want to work with you guys, and I don't think anybody would expect us to work together." Like, what about that? Let's put away the knives.
I wonder if they have time to. Yes, that's what I was gonna say. I wonder if they have time to like talk like that, and they just didn't, or they didn't show it or something. Because in Survivor, when they have the like reward things like the Outback Steakhouse or whatever, and you go there you pick people that you want to align with or like talk game with. So a good idea that he had, but it doesn't seem like it necessarily like fully came to fruition. Okay, so we have that, and then I like stopped writing notes, I guess, for the episode, but the episode ends and Keanu uses the veto. Obviously Lauren is very like doesn't know what to do again on feeds until the last second. Like feeds went down and we thought that she was putting Ashley up because that was the last conversation we heard. She actually didn't tell production, but production was calling her into the DR and Zach was like, wait, don't go yet, let me get Vinny, because they were trying to talk her into doing Ashley, and she's like, okay, I'm really nervous, but basically saying she's going to do Ashley. DR is still calling her in, she's not going, she's staying in the HOH room. It was a very like crazy thing. So they really edited it down to make it not seem like Ashley was even an option as much as she was, but then she ends up putting poor Adrian on the block, and it's just another wash of a week, I feel like.
One more thing I want to touch on too and bring up, because I feel like it's probably gonna develop into something, is Rachel going to Lauren and calling out Vince to Lauren, and then Lauren immediately telling Vince.
Let's wake that up, because Rachel mother effing Riley, this is your third stint. You've won Fear Factor. You've gone on Traders. You've done probably Snake in the Grass.
Did she win Fear Factor? Okay, period.
Yeah, she did with her husband. I watched it. And you know what? What are you doing going to this girl who you have nothing? You have no stakes in her game at all. And you go and tell her you want to dog on her number one. Oh, literally anything would have been better than what she did, and I am fully gagged. I don't know the nerve, the gall, and I'm such a Rachel stan, y'all. But what, girl? It's giving out of touch. It's giving. I don't even know what you were thinking. I can't.
Especially because she knew it. Like, she clocked it. There was the whole montage of her cleaning and walking in on them talking. Like, she was fully aware of it.
This is what her and Mickey don't understand. See it, spot it. You don't have to say it. Just wait for it.
Don't have to say it. Right.
Hold it in your pocket.
You don't have to say it.
Hold it in your pocket. Why are you saying don't trust him? And he's unemployed.
Not enough people just like keep things to themselves. It's like they have to share it with someone. And I feel like it's almost like a pride thing too, to like prove that you know something, but it just keep it to yourself until it matters for you to use it. Yeah. Like
tell the DR, tell God, tell your pillow, tell the Bible, tell the bathroom, tell the cameras, tell the shower handle, tell your imaginary friends, tell the feeds. Literally do not go and tell Lauren that. I can't. What did she think? Lauren wasn't going to go tell Vince? Lauren wasn't going to go tell Vinny and be like, yo, Rachel just, like, what is going on here? Like,
yeah. And that could be why, too, though, maybe Vinny was hesitant to, like, really push for anything this week because he didn't want to seem like he was taking over her HOH because he feels like he did get clocked by Rachel. Yeah. So that's annoying. All right, then moving on to the Thursday live show, we start with Mickey not trusting Morgan because she hangs out really late with Vince and Zach. And I will say, every single night on feeds, it's Morgan, Vince, Zach. They like start in the bathroom doing their nightly routine together and then just end up talking for a long time. Morgan,
and no one else is clocking this?
Obsessed with. I know. Well, everyone goes to sleep or like is spread out and they're always just like alone. Sometimes people are coming into the bathroom and stuff and seeing them. But yeah, seems like Mickey does clock it. And it's just, it's such a bad move to hang out with the same people, especially at night. Because people, like you said, can clock it and see what's going on and feel like, oh, every time I go in the bathroom before I go to bed, they're in there talking about something. Like, it just becomes too obvious. And I feel like Morgan is too not blindsided, whatever it's called. She's too like obsessed with the whole Zach thing. Yeah. And it's like she can't see past it. And on feed, she keeps saying like, I'm done with Zach. Like she literally cried about it and was like, I'm so over this crush. I don't want to have a crush on him anymore. Like I know he doesn't like me. And she's like, I'm gonna give him space, not talk to him. 10 minutes later, she's with Zach. Like, oh gosh, at some point you've got to give it up. Yeah.
I'm just the gameplay is so bad right now this week. Like I just have to sit here and just like mourn because what are we doing? What is going on here? If I hear someone else is a super fan and they want to play shitty, I'm going to literally gouge my eyes out.
Yeah. So Mickey tells Adrian that there's a final 3 with Morgan, Vinny, and Zach, which Morgan did tell Mickey that they actually do have a final 3. So when it gets back to Morgan from Zach, she knows that Mickey told Adrian because that's the only person that she's trusted with it. And then, oh my gosh, the way Morgan uses those gloves and starts boxing in the gym was insane. I was like, I will never mess with this girl a day in my life. I don't even want to say anything bad about her on this podcast because I'm scared for the retaliation. Like that was crazy. But you can tell her frustration because she's just like, why would Mickey do that? Like, I don't understand. So
good move on Zach.
Yes, because it gets Morgan more to your side,
But it was just like, Mickey, you see it. You don't have to say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to tell anybody, Diva. Rally up the troops later on. Like, use this as resume. Hey, this is what I have. Look at this. This is what I know. And use it to your advantage. Not now when she knows shit on you. What are we playing here?
Well, because it's like I get feeling insecure knowing that your final 2 has this final 3 and she has more options. But it's like if you're going to tell someone about that, use that to solidify like another final 2. Like don't Adrian. What was the point in telling Adrian of all people?
Are we forgetting the old saying, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know? That I would be like, okay, great. I'm going to pretend like you have me. I'm going to play dumb. I know where your loyalties lie, but I'm going to let that simmer. I'm never going to bring up anything about Zach. I'm not going to bring anything up against Vinny. I'm going to let that sit. But I'm going to go build forces elsewhere and not tell you about it so I can get the strength and the numbers to get you out when I need to. But you're a good number now. I can't trust you for the end. Just use them. It's like what they're doing to Vinny. They're not calling out Vinny necessarily yet. They're using him for numbers and whatever. She should have done the exact same thing with Morgan. We don't have to have an all-out brawl, war. No. And it was too soon. It was too soon.
Yeah. Then we have a little segment about Adrian being a bread lover, and I've never related to anyone more. I love bread. I love carbs, any of it. On feeds, he did make like 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and use so much bread, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'd be frustrated. And meanwhile, on the other cam, everyone's talking about the fact that they have no bread in the house, and it's because he's always eating it. He literally like goes on a date with his bread. It's just
how much bread? How much bread did he use to make a PB&J? Not 2 slices and cut in the middle. What's going on?
Well, no, he did. He only made 2, but he made so many sandwiches in like one sitting that it was like it ended up being like 6 pieces of bread that he used. It's like half the bag. That was a mess. Especially when they're low on bread. Like maybe make 1 and then like come back later if you like really want another one.
You know what? Anybody who's watching this and you're about to go on Big Brother or you want to go on Big Brother, look at me when I tell you this. Read a book on how to read a fucking room. And if you don't, social awareness, spatial awareness, I'm begging you to look around at your surroundings. Don't speak and just think, what the fuck is going on in here on this day? What is happening here? Bitch, this light turns off one more fucking time. Anyways, learn social awareness. Read a room. I'm begging you. Read it. Clock it. Read a book. If you don't know what reading a room is, go buy a book. Ask friends. Social awareness. I'm begging you, especially in a house with 16 other people. And you don't know how to read a room when the bread is low? Yeah, you deserve to go home because of the bread.
Then we finally get to the Blockbuster, and they have 2 rooms that they have to go between trying to figure out what's different in the rooms. Kelly wins the Blockbuster. She guesses 7, and there's 8 things wrong. I think Adrian guessed 6. I believe, and Will guesses 16. What I will say, let me give Will some a little bit of something here. I was just on Big D's podcast with Hannah and Big D from BB23, and Big D brought up a good point that maybe Will realized there was 8 things wrong in both rooms, and that's why he said 16, because he's thinking like 8 in this room, 8 in this room.
I saw that on Twitter.
Together.
If he comes on Sunday's episode and says that, I will feel so bad.
That would be crazy. But like it's still so bad, even if you do think that, you know. Like,
let me say this. I would have accepted if somebody did 1 as an answer because they know they're not going over, right? Could have accepted that because it's the closest without going over. Could have accepted it. Also, Julie Chen, and honestly, clock at Julie Chen Moonves, where she was like, with plenty of time left, the answers are in. Like, she's like, bitch, you don't get shit for being first. Like, you don't get anything for turning in your test first, babes. Like, you still suck. And so I would have had a general answer in my head. And then if she's like 10 seconds left, then I would have been like, let me go back. But she was like, a minute left. And bitch, I honestly, producers probably shit themselves because they were like, you know what, in the writer's room, they were probably like, we don't need to put out number 16. Like, we're good. Let's just put like 1 through 12. And someone's like, just in case, let's put the number 16. No, none of them ever would have expected someone would have put 16 changes up in the gig. And he did.
Yeah,
he's like,
when I saw that number, I was just, I can't. I tweeted right before when the competition was starting. I tweeted and I was like, let's all have a prayer session for Will to win this BB Blockbuster. Like, I was just sure that it was something he could win because I saw the preview on Julie Chen's Instagram, which I love that she's doing that every Thursday. She previews what the BB Blockbuster is. And then he comes back with 16 and I was like, wow, like people are not going to believe that prayer works now. I'm like doing a disservice to my God.
They are.
Yeah, that was like, really bad.
If he was real, it would have happened. And and then Will came out with 16. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
And so Kelly wins. And so the last 2 noms are Adrian and Will. And honestly, I didn't know what was going to happen because there's been a push to get a tie so that Lauren could be the vote to evict Will. And this is a push between, it was Zach, Vince, Keanu, Kelly, Lauren, or let's not include Lauren, Catherine and Riley, and then Lauren would be that 7th vote to evict Will. And so they were all saying like, we need to do this. It's a chance to get a number on the other side out, blah, blah, blah. Then this morning, they were getting a little too greedy, and Zach and Vinny were like, let's, instead of doing a tie, let's try to get 7 votes without Lauren and pull Ava over to our side. They have a talk with Ava, and Miss Ava Perone Pearl clocks their tea immediately. They're in the storage room, and she's like, why would you want to vote with Kelly and Keanu, who are the 2 biggest targets in the house? And Vince and Zach literally go, and they're like, you're right. I kind of don't want to be associated with them. And Ava was like, you guys are going to make yourselves more of a target because if you blindside the other side, that still feels kind of okay with you and has bigger targets than the 2 of you on the other side. Now you're going to make yourselves bigger targets to them because they're going to be like, whoa, they lied to us. They blindsided us. We didn't expect that from them. And so she was just clocking left and right. And then it scared Vince and Zach, and they were like, no, not going to happen. Vince still seemed like he might do it before feeds went off. So I wasn't 100% sure, but seems like Ava worked her magic.
But, and this is what I texted our group chat where I was like, is anybody getting all the men together? Because at the end, like, did the 4 people who voted for Will to leave, did they know that they didn't have the votes? Like, I need someone to let me know. Like, did they not know? Because what are we doing here? Because they seemed like they kind of thought she was going home. Or he was, they kind of thought that Will was going home.
So there are 4 votes to evict Will were Keanu, Catherine, Riley, and Kelly. Catherine has been saying since literally Thursday of last week that she is sending Will home no matter what, whether the votes are there or not. I don't know why. She just has a vendetta against Will, sending him home. I think because of that, Riley, who will lay his whole game life down on the line for Catherine, decides to vote with Catherine. Keanu, I think maybe didn't know, because I don't know if Vinny and Zach necessarily told him that the plan was off, which that will be interesting to see the blowback of that after. And then Kelly, I don't know if Kelly's ever really in the loop with anyone. Like, no one thinks to tell Kelly, especially because she was on the block. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to know now if they thought so.
It was such a bad move for Vinny. It was a bad move for Zach because Will isn't on your side. Like, Will isn't. Will is avidly against y'all now. And what's funny is last week he was bringing up like, oh, I think I want to win and maybe put up a Rachel or maybe put up a Jimmy. I don't think he's on that tune anymore. I think Will is like fully on that side now. And he's like, these are my people who I'm rocking with. Like, these are my girls, period. I given applause to Ava Perone, but the fact that you guys, no one just wants to admit there's 2 sides of the house, and it's fucking up the other side. Given I don't like the other side as much. I like the Ava, I like the Rachel, I like the Mickey. I like that side much more, but you are deteriorating your numbers because you don't want to admit their sides. Like, what? And I also would be like, if I was Kelly, I'd be like, why didn't you tell me we weren't voting Will? Like, she's been on the wrong side of the vote, I think, like literally twice or whatever it was. Like, what? I don't get that strategy. I don't understand why Vinny thought that was a good move and Zach thought that was a good move. Like, it's a house divided. If Will wins HOH, he's putting you up.
They're just scared to draw the line.
No one wants to be the person to do it. That's why I'm honestly wouldn't be mad to see a Keanu win HOH right now, because I think he would be finally the one to start drawing some lines. Like, I need someone who's going to go in there and is willing to make the big move and start some drama, because right now it's too boring.
Well, I mean, at this point, we just need Keanu and Kelly to go home because then there's nobody else to put up. Then we have to figure it out. Right. Like, then it's like we have to surprise what we're doing. But again, for me, I'd be like, we don't want to draw a line in the sand, but we're not drawing the line in the sand. Lauren is. Let Lauren do it. You want to make a big move, Diva, make a big move and get Will out. Like, and then Adrian's on your side. Like, if I'm on the other side, I'm like, guys, we either do this or we lose a number. Like, that's it. Like, and if we lose next week's HOH, we're losing another number, and then we're really fucked.
Exactly. Yeah. Is there anything else from the week that I didn't bring up that you guys like to talk about? Or is there anyone, who are you guys looking to win HOH? Like, who would you be excited to find out won HOH on Sunday's episode?
I just want Ava and Rachel to be good. Like, honest, real shit.
Yeah,
like,
that's the only reason I don't want a Keanu HOH is because of Rachel.
But for TV,
for
TV, if we're talking TV to shake shit up, I think Keanu and Kelly. I think Kelly would be wild.
Oh gosh,
I don't
Kelly
even
would
think.
be so
I don't think Kelly
obnoxious.
knows what the fuck is
Oh
going
yeah,
on.
yeah, that'd be crazy.
But also, like, I mean, given Mickey is never going to be able to use her power, so I think that's like null and void, and that's a waste.
That's what's so annoying. Ugh, Mickey's power.
I don't want an Ava HOH. I don't think she needs to
Same.
do that.
And I don't think she
does
wants
not need to.
either.
A Mickey HOH, I don't think that would be a bad thing. I don't know how.
I would like a Mickey.
I don't know how like fun it would be. I think she's just gonna put up like the obvious who she's against and keep it moving. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Rachel,
she'd
I
probably
don't
put
want
up like a
Rachel
Catherine Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catherine bores me. Like, Catherine bores me at this point. I'm like, Catherine, you're not giving me anything to bite onto.
Nothing.
Your best friend was HOH, and you had no influence. I'm gagged.
I didn't see her I barely saw Catherine in the HOH room. How? I would be in there every single night with her.
But also, like, Vinny, if you really wanted Ashley up because Ashley's going after you, like, I think you're a smart enough player to make it work. Like, I think he played it a little too safe with her. Yeah. I do. I think it was like he really should have pushed it in a way where it's like, obviously, this is what I want for my game, but like this is what's good for our game. Because she said that. She was like, you know what's good for Vinny's game is kind of good for my game because Vinny and I are final two and we're like this. That was a good statement for her to make. I do agree with that to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everyone, that was I just want Ava Perone to stay. I want Rachel to stay, but I also I need it to be exciting. Like, I want it to be back and forth. Like, I want it to be exciting where oh my god, who wins HOH next week? It's so crucial. Like, this will change the game. And right now we're kind of just like, are we gonna get another Keanu Kelly unless they win HOH? Like, are we gonna get those two noms again?
Yeah,
I feel like
that
it's
would
likely
be so annoying.
One of them is going back up. Probably fucking Kelly.
If I will literally, I'm not kidding you. I will storm into the CBS studio. I will rip her out of the house to be like, Diva, let's have I'll pretend to be a PA to be like, I'm begging you. Your family is begging for you. Your family can't even watch you because they're Amish. They just have to listen from the town squire of like what's going on.
She told Catherine and Lauren that for her 27th birthday, she bought herself Wi-Fi for the first time. That was like her gift to herself.
Oh my god,
that's crazy.
And
like, how old is she? How old is she? She's not that much older than 27, I don't think. So like, this is a new thing for her.
Guys, she's like a software web designer or whatever. Like, how are you doing that without Wi-Fi?
Yeah, what?
Guys, her family is begging me. I'm hearing the spirits of her family literally being like, beg Kelly, please stop doing. Her family is probably in the hospital in one of the straitjacket chairs being like, please, Kelly, no more! We need the money! And Kelly's like, I'll volunteer to go up again. Diva, none of these bitches are rooting for you. If you don't win one of these competitions, your ass is getting sent home. Please, I'm beg. Vinny, shame on you, Vinny. Vinny should literally have something up to her head to be like, do not volunteer to go up one more time. Like, if that's your ally, if we were playing a game in Q-Tier, Jordan, you're like, I'm going to volunteer to go up. I would throw myself under a bridge and just call it a day.
No, seriously. Oh, gosh. Well, hopefully there's some mess that happened in week 4 that we can cover next week.
Wait, who do you want to win HOH? Miss QT?
Don't I want Keanu.
If we have an HOH, we don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we have an HOH yet, which makes me think that maybe it's a wall comp kind of. But I thought they show wall comp on live feeds these days.
It could be the one where they run back and forth and have to do the.
No, that's my favorite. That's my favorite BB comp, BB slip and slide. Shut up. Yes. That is my favorite comp of. I don't think it's that. The wall comp is going to be after jury, so we can watch them. Like, it honestly might be like the first thing in jury where they're like announce the BB wall comp at like 9.
Yeah. I want to see Keanu. I want to see the mess. I'm down for any of it. There's no one that I feel really like 100% super connected to that I'm like, oh my gosh, if they go, I will not watch the rest of the season. Like, I feel
Ava.
I do like Ava, but I think she's in a good position. So I don't think it matters who wins HOH. I think she'll be okay. I love watching Rachel Riley. I think she's great. I'm not like, sorry to say it, like 100% obsessed with her game. Like, she's not doing as much as I remember from her earlier seasons. Which, given I wasn't watching live feeds during then, so maybe like the edited cut together thing made it seem like more than what it is. But yeah, like there's nothing super special yet about what she's doing in BB27. Yep. So that's why I'm okay with a Keanu, even if he does put up Rachel. I think she can get herself out of it anyway. But yeah, so I'm excited to see what happens this next week. I still can't believe that Daniel doesn't watch live feeds and is not going to know who HOH is until literally Sunday night. Like, what's going on? But
I do sometimes get spoilers. Like I did see that Keanu, I heard it maybe on TikTok where like Keanu won. I thought Adrian kind of got put up. So like I kind of accidentally see loose spoilers, and I might just give up on the hope and dream of trying to just like be a fun little little casual. But guys, I was so bad. I used to wake up when the house guests woke up. I used to go to bed when they go to bed. Like I had to go to therapy. Not really, but like I probably should have gone to a psychiatric unit. So I'm like an addict, okay? So I'm really trying to like wean off as much as I can. I'm like in school.
That was me when I was in high school. I would literally sleep with the live feeds on.
Yep.
No, it's so bad. I literally sleep with them on, and I wake up in the middle of the night, and it's just like the green lights of them sleeping. And I'm like, this is creepy. I need to turn this off. Like, what am I doing? I like see someone. I'm woken up by someone getting up to go to the bathroom because all of a sudden it like makes noise. Like, we've got to stop at some point.
Yeah, we have to cut it quits.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, anything else you guys have from this week?
Nothing. Go check out QT on Perfect Match season 3 on Netflix. Our girl, she's a star. It's out right now, or it's gonna be out. Oh yeah, it's out by the time this came out.
Yeah, by the time
go watch it. Be a little hottie patwadi.
Yeah, Perfect Match 3. It should be interesting. They brought in some people from other networks like Love Island, Bachelor, all of that stuff. So I think it's going to be a pretty interesting season. We'll see. I can't wait to honestly watch it all come together.
I can't wait to watch Daddy from UK. What's his name? My husband.
Freddie.
Oh my gosh. What's the Grease song? Freddie, my love. La, da, 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 da. Yeah, I'm so obsessed with him. I would give him everything. If he wanted everything, I'd be like, here's every dollar in my bank account. I'm so in love with you. So
no, yeah. And he's like the sweetest person ever. I love it. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening or watching. Leave a comment and let us know who you want to be HOH this week, who you think is going to bring the most drama, or whatever you're looking for in your next HOH.
And make sure follow us on Reality Group Chat, literally like everywhere. And follow QT. Where can they follow you at?
Oh, you can follow me at Quori-Tyler, Quorityler.
Jordan, where can they follow you at?
At Jordan Staff everywhere.
Daniel, where can they follow you at? Daniel_Cusimano. It's everywhere.
Beautiful. We love you guys so much. Thanks for joining the group chat.
Thanks for watching. See you guys next Friday.
Group chat, FaceTime, close.